everyone, my name is Alesia, and I'm one of the educators at the Kettle Creek Environmental Education Center. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about a really cool critter that you can find in your very own backyard here in the Poconos. Salamanders. Salamanders are so cool because they are amphibians. Amphibians are creatures that can live both underwater and on the land. And there are many types of salamanders found throughout the Poconos. One type of salamander that you may discover in your backyard is called the red-spotted newt. Now, the red-spotted newt is a newt, but it's also a salamander. Salamanders aren't all newts. The difference between a newt and a salamander is that when newts get older and they're in the adult stages of their life, they can live a mostly aquatic life, whereas salamanders live mostly a terrestrial life or on land. So the red-spotted newt is like an orangey color and it has red spots on its back. And as it gets older and it turns to live into that aquatic life in a pond or a lake, it turns into an olive green or yellowish color, but it'll still keep those orange spots. How cool is that? Let's see if we can find some salamanders in my backyard today. So if you want to find salamanders, the best spot to look is going to be near the forest or in the forest if you have one nearby. And you're going to want to look under rocks and logs that are in a moister area. Let's see here. So these rocks look pretty good to me. Now you want to remember where the rocks are as you're lifting them up because you want to put them back exactly where you found them. This is a redback salamander. See the reddish-orange stripe on his back? These salamanders can have anywhere from a yellowish-orange stripe on their backs to a dark red, almost black stripe on their backs. So these salamanders are obviously found in the Pocono region because that's where I live. And there are so many of these little guys around our area that you can find as much as 1,000 of them in just an acre of land. Another really cool thing about these little guys are that their tails will regrow if they're injured or cut off. These salamanders eat little bugs like mites, beetles, and even earthworms. So let's put this rock back and let this little guy go back to hanging out under here. And when you're putting him back, you want to put him back carefully because you don't want to squish him. All right, and there we are, just as we left it. So we talked a bit about the red-spotted newt. We found a redback salamander, but there's of course many other types of salamanders in the Poconos. They include the northern red salamander, which is very secretive and a little bit hard to find. There's also a slimy salamander, which is black, slimy, and has white spots. And then there's a spotted salamander, which is black with yellow spots. And of course there are many types, but those are more of the common ones that I personally have found in my area. So salamanders do a lot of really special things for the environment and the ecosystem. One of them is that they eat pests and different insects that maybe we don't like so much, such as spiders, mites, flies, and even ticks. So another really cool thing about the salamanders, when they're eating these different insects, they're actually helping balance our ecosystem because they're acting as nature's pest control. But with that, they're also eating insects that release carbon dioxide, and they're doing their part in helping global warming. See, earthworms and beetles eat composted leaves on the bottom of the forest floor, and when they eat them, they release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. And by doing this, they're actually contributing to the global warming problem. So as salamanders eat them, they're doing their part to stop global warming. So that's actually really cool. So we need to do our part to protect salamanders. And the best things that we can do are leave salamanders alone. Of course, it's always fun to go on a salamander hunt, but remember you have to put the rocks and logs back where you found them. And also, don't bring the salamanders inside. They don't like to live in your bedroom. They like to live under their rocks. And another thing too, don't handle them as much because there's oils and salts on human skin that can actually harm salamanders. So we want to avoid handling them as much as possible. The best thing, the absolute best thing that we can do to help protect salamanders is to protect our environment and keep natural areas natural and litter free. Thanks for checking out my video today, and I wish you guys the best of luck on your backyard discovery.